I saw Dave in '86 on Em and Smile tour when Cinderella opened,
Hmm.
and easily one of
Big
the
correction. Didn't Tesla open that one?
no, it was well, it was in Detroit. It was Cinderella. It was about a
Wow.
month or so after that record came out. I can't remember when Tesla was on there. I remember reading about that, but because I saw Cinderella with him twice uh,
Nice.
in '91, also easily one of the top five concerts I've ever seen. I loved the whole thing,
Yeah.
but the Vi Sheehan, the shared solo thing just totally blew my mind because I started playing guitar about that time, but sometime in '86. So I was really focused in on them. And that was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I wish I could see that. I mean, I've watched concerts on YouTube, but that's not the same thing with a shaky
Yeah.
camera and,
I
security guards coming by so they bring the camera down, that kind of a thing.
I think one of the shows on YouTube is the one I was at. Is one of them that's on there.
Got it.
Matter of fact, there are a whole bunch of Detroit shows for different artists right about the same era. I wonder if it's the same person.
That's one possibility. Another thing, did you ever see the 82 Largo, Maryland Van Halen show that's on
Yeah.
YouTube?
Hmm.
Yeah. And I asked my friend who's from Maryland. He said, "Oh yeah, that arena automatically shot every single show." And I don't know if others from that venue are on YouTube, but some venues you were just lucky at with things being recorded, and others there's no existence of it.
Skyscraper was when you first got into David Lee Roth, wasn't it? Or
I I heard I was too young to really like be conscious enough to go, that's Billy Sheehan. That
yeah.
like no, but I'd heard just like Paradise, I'd heard it, but my first exposure was 1984 and just MTV and VH1 still playing Jump and Panama all those years later, like after Dave was out.
Oh yeah.
So I discovered Van Halen from it being because of my age, like a top 40 band and a band pre-classic rock radio, but in New York, we still had stations that said like the best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, or
Yeah.
the best of the 70s and 80s, but it wasn't a classic rock format, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Well, when I was on the radio, I had a free form show just from
Yeah.
any era, any kind of music. But speaking of Skyscraper, uh,
Yeah.
I thought it was I didn't think it was as good as Eat 'em a Smile, but that's just my opinion. But there's a song, well, I liked several songs on there, but I really liked, and you never hear it, was Knucklebones.
Hmm.
I like that one a lot. Some of the songs were a little weird, but it was mainly,
Yes.
yeah, that was the, what was that I think I read in your book that was the first thing that he had done where none of the songs were covers.
I believe that's the case. I don't know if there's a Japanese bonus track that we're not familiar with, and it was a
Right.
cover because I've heard from that era a cover of Jimi Hendrix Crosstown Traffic
Really?
that I think someone has like 30 seconds of on YouTube. But in typical Dave fashion, nothing is labeled. You don't know
Yeah.
who played on it, when it's from, what it's for, etc. But I'm assuming no covers, even though Two Fools a Minute sounds like a cover.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, it sounds like some a dumb Vegas standard show. It sounds like something the Rat Pack would have done, like at the close of the show.
Yeah.